are you? Yeah, you told me you were feeling a bit tense and overwhelmed these days, right? Well, I'm very sorry that you're feeling that way, but right now I'm gonna be taking care of you a little bit, okay? So as you've just arrived, I would like to offer you a beverage. I was about to make a tea for myself, so do you want some tea as well? Great. Okay, what kind of tea do you enjoy? If I recall correctly, you're not really into dark teas, right? Okay, well, I have two type of tea, which are not black teas. So I'm gonna show you the two options I've got for you, okay? And then you're gonna be choosing the one you prefer. So the very first one is this tea, and you can see it is a an organic white tea, okay? And so white teas are very subtle, very it is a subtle taste, I would say. It is not as strong, of course, as dark teas there are, but also it is even more subtle than the green teas, in my opinion, depending on the type, of course. And yeah, at the back it is written, so a light, delicious and highly refreshing organic tea made from the buds and young leaves of the tea bush, sourced from China, the traditional home of white tea. Well, I've tried this one before. I've had it for a little while, and I can guarantee you that it is gorgeous, light and elegant. Okay, so this is the first option for you. I'm gonna show you the second option. The second option is a green tea, okay? So this is this one. It is from Mariage Frère, and it is the thé vert Marco Polo. So this is a green tea, and they say that it is mellow, fruity and flowery. So it is very good, but you can tell that this one is different from the other one, as it is a green tea and not a white tea, first of all. But two, this one actually has additional stuff in it, like flowers and such, actual flowers in the tea, whereas the other one is just white tea having some flavors, but only from the white tea that there is inside. This one is more of a blend. So it is entirely up to you. I think I'm gonna go with the green tea, but you take the one you prefer, okay? So which one do you want? White tea for you? Perfect. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go in the kitchen real quick, okay, to prepare the tea, and I will be back. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so here is mine, alright, and here is yours. I'm just gonna put it to your left side, okay? Okay, perfect. It is a bit too hot to drink just right now, but in a couple of minutes it's gonna be just fine. So tell me, what's been going on with you, if you don't mind my asking? Yeah, I get it. You're struggling to find some space and time to take care of yourself. Yeah, basically that's what's going on. Okay. Well, like I told you, right now I'm the one who's gonna be taking care of you, but I kind of feel like I know what you're going through because I do struggle with that myself from time to time. So I'm gonna be, well, giving you some pieces of advice, okay, on the topic, and hopefully it may be something that's helpful to you, okay? But first of all, I was thinking that I could possibly be giving you a massage because I know you love them, enjoy them so much, and they just are so relaxing. So why not, you know? What we can do too is to take a couple of deep breaths, some breathing exercise, because I know that for myself it is really something that just instantly calms me down, you know. But even before that, I thought I would be showing you a tiny product that I do not use that often, but I think that it is very helpful when you are feeling tense and stressed out, okay? So this tiny thing is a roll-on. If you know what this is just some essential oils in it. And well, it is a roll-on, so when you open it, you see that there's a bit of a round ball there in metal. And what I love about this is that it's usually cold as it is metal. So whenever you put it on your body, you've got first the amazing smell of the essential oils. This is some kind of lavender, so the smell is just amazing, and you can smell it of course from here. And what I usually do is that I use this roll-on and just put a bit on my temples, just like that, you know, so that I get the coldness of the metal on my temples. I also get the smell of the essential oil, and then I can rub it in very gently, and just as a relaxation moment for me, you know. So what I thought I could be doing for you is first to apply this on your temples so that you get that great smell and everything. Then we can do a couple of breathing exercises so that you can really take in the essential oil of the lavender, which is very calming. And after that, I can be massaging you a little bit. I could be starting off with the temples, then moving on to your scalp, maybe your shoulders a little bit if you think it is useful to you. And basically that's what I have planned so far. So what do you think? Well, great. We can start off with that, okay? So once again, this is organic as well. This is some organic essential oil, and yeah, the smell is just incredible. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna get a bit closer, okay? Just to put it on your temples, okay? Just like that. I'm not putting too much. Okay, and the other one now. You can feel, right, the coldness of the metal ball there. And it is leaving a bit of essential oil on your temples. Right, so you can smell it, right? I love it. It is just so relaxing to me. Just the simple smell is just soothing. But now we can move on to the breathing exercises in order to get even more relaxed, okay? So follow my lead, okay? First I'm gonna inhale deeply. Okay, as much as possible. Then I'm gonna hold it a bit. And then I will be exhaling very slowly. Yes, there you go. Okay, so we can do this a couple of times together. Okay for you? So inhale with me. Hold. And exhale very slowly. Very good. A couple more and then we'll be moving on to the massage. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Perfect. One last time. Hold. And exhale. How are you feeling? Great. I don't know how you've done it, but I've been breathing with my chest, and it is also very relaxing to breathe with your belly, When you do breathe, keep an eye on which area of your body is moving, whether it is your chest or belly, and try maybe doing this exercise once with your chest and once with your belly. It can be very relaxing also, I think. Alright, so now I'm gonna be moving a bit closer to you, and I'm gonna be massaging, your temples first, and then I will be moving on to your scalp. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going in very, very gently. Perfect. It's okay so far? Very good. Perfect. Some other time I could be massaging your whole face. I can do that too with the right kind of oil for your skin. Yeah, but I do not want to do this on dry skin because it can be more harmful than good for you. Because the skin of the face is so thin and delicate that I do not want to be too harsh on it. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna be moving on to your scalp now, okay? Very nice. Just checking, to make sure I'm doing something relaxing, not applying too much pressure or anything. Wait, I need to take the tea bag out of my cup and then advise you to do the same. Are you feeling so far? It really feels good to have someone taking care of you from time to time, because we are so used to taking care of everything, being in charge of our own life. but sometimes it is nice to know that we are loved and that there are persons really willing to take the time and the energy to take care of you, you know. So back to the scalp massage. Okay. I'm sorry I'm getting this close. I'm just want to know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. You can close your eyes, you can really take this time to unwind and just clean your thoughts, you know. No need to think of what's troubling you or what's left to be done. This is not the time nor the place to be taking all of that pressure onto you. Yeah. Now's the time to forget about all this and just relax. Very good. When you're working and you're starting to feel very tense, I would advise you to take the time to do one of these things. Either, use that roll-on I've shown you. I could be buying you one if you liked it. Or do some breathing exercises, very relaxing as well. Or massage your temples, or even some areas of your scalp you feel a bit tense, you know. Just doing one of these things when you feel tense can help you tremendously. Okay. Okay, perfect. Very good. You know what? I've been thinking about, what makes me feel this tense and overwhelmed from time to time. So maybe it's not the same with you, but I think that it boils down to a lack of self-care, and not in the commercial way, you know. Not that marketed self-care you hear about regularly, but more some sort of self-care in the primary sense of the word, I would say. Because let's say you've got a plant, alright, and you want to take care of this plant. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be checking the plant once in a while, seeing if it is looking good, if the soil is dry, if the leaves are getting soft or pointing down or changing colors. And basically what you're gonna do is compare the plant you've got under your eyes and how the plant looks when it is healthy. And that's the only thing you can do, since you cannot really communicate with the plant to know what's going on. And the thing is that I feel like we're not often enough thinking of ourselves that way, thinking of ourselves like, okay, so how am I feeling right now? What do I need? What's lacking from the things that I need in my life right now? And I feel like we just do not think enough of how we are feeling in the moment, you know. I know that I tend to ask a lot of myself, and I feel like that I'm not often enough thinking of how I'm feeling in the moment, and I think that just asking yourself these kind of questions once in a while could really be helpful to avoid getting overwhelmed and so tense that you cannot function anymore, because it is often a build-up, and if it is spotted early enough, I think that often it is able to do stuff to feel better beforehand. Know what I mean? I'm not sure I'm being clear, but in my mind I just feel like we just do not talk to ourselves enough on how we feel and how we are feeling in our lives and what's lacking and what's not, So, what I'm trying to say is that plants are easy to take care of, and with people it's harder because you have to talk, and sometimes it's very hard just to be clear with yourself on what's going on in your life and in your head. So I know it's not an easy job, but hopefully we are here for each other to feel a bit better. Yeah, I do that. Sometimes things are so clear in my mind, but when I try to express them and speak them out, it's nonsense. Anyway, if you want a plant, I've got many to give you. How is the scalp massage feeling? Yeah. Very good. I'm happy to hear it. Going back to the temples a little bit. Okay. And back to your head. I'm done with your scalp massage. I hope it was relaxing. From the smile on your face, I think it was. Yeah, you're feeling, you seem like you're feeling already so much better. I hope I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, we're good now. We're good. We're good. Perfect. Alright. Right, I've got one last thing I wanted to talk to you about. When you told me you were not feeling that great, actually I thought of a book I read a while ago, and I've got it right here, and I just wanted to show you a picture that's in it, okay? It's gonna be quick, don't worry. So the book is this one. It is by Neil Gaiman. He wrote that short book, which is illustrated by Chris Riddell. And this book is basically about being an artist and creating art and doing it because it is the right thing to do if you can, if you have the will to do it. And basically, yeah, be bold, be rebellious, choose art, it matters. And I think that to me it is very nice to have his thoughts on his career, basically how he got to the point that he's in right now. And there's a drawing in this book and a memory of Neil Gaiman, which I wanted to talk to you shortly about. the story I want to tell you, which is in this book, is that at some point Neil Gaiman was very, very popular because of his comic book Sandman, okay? And at that time he was able to talk a bit with Stephen King, who told him, yeah, that's great, what's going on for you, you should enjoy it, just that, you know? And Neil Gaiman says in the book that that was the best piece of advice he ever got, and he didn't follow it though back then, because he was already thinking of what could go wrong or the next thing he was working on, that in the end he wasn't enjoying what was happening to him, even though it was a very successful time for him. And I thought it was very interesting just to be reminded that whatever's going on in your life right now, you should be living it 100%, you know, not be stuck in the past or thinking of things that will be happening next, you know. And what I want to show you is not just a cover, it is the illustration from this short story, okay? Because it is something I often think of, and I think that often I am the character in that illustration, so I'm gonna show it to you. And it is simply this illustration of the author working on his computer in a roller coaster on his own, you know? And to me it just means that he's having, well, so much fun in theory, but in fact he's working on something else, he's not present. And I enjoy especially this illustration when I read the book, and I think that it speaks volume to me because I am completely guilty of living in the very next thing I'm working on and not in the present. So I thought it was a nice reminder that I can be giving you right now, that whatever's going on, try to live in the present, in what's happening really right now, not what happened in the past and that's blocking you, or not what's about to happen but which isn't right now, you know. So yeah, if you can get this very short book, I would advise you to read it, because I really enjoy it and it is very short, so you won't be spending too much time on it. Okay, so I think that's it. I've told you everything that I wanted to tell you. I've given you the scalp massage and everything. I hope you're feeling a bit better. I'm really not sure that I was clear in whatever I told you. That's okay. I hope you're feeling better again, and I will see you very